America First, the New York Times reporting that the Trump Organization and CFO Allen Weisselberg are under indictment in a tax investigation in New York. The specific charges have not been released, but they are expected to come out tomorrow. Of course, the media is going to go nuts over this story, and they already are. Joining us now to talk about this, though, and the reality of it, Jason Miller, the senior advisor to the 45th president, with more on all this. Jason, good to see you.
Rob, good evening.
Okay, so to be clear, former President Trump is not indicted in this. What we do know is the Manhattan District Attorney and New York Attorney General have been investigating the Trump Organization. We know, just like Alan Dershowitz just said, they came out with a mission. They got elected on the idea they're going to get Trump. So is this their big moment? What is this?
Well, I think it's a big faceplant. Think about the years and the millions of dollars that they have said that they were going to get President Trump. Letitia James, the Attorney General of New York, campaigned in 2018 saying that she's going to lock up Donald Trump. And now they're coming out and they're going after 73-year-old Allen Weisselberg over maybe not covering some parking or noting that he got some free parking. That's all they have.
Is that what they have?
That's millions of dollars of investigations and years of investigations going after President Trump, and they're going to go after Allen Weisselberg on some ticky-tack incident.
So you're saying it's small stuff. I mean, we don't know exactly the details of it at this point.
Well, we know that they're not going to charge President Trump.
Right.
That's already been made very clear to President Trump's lawyers.
Okay.
And also the leaks that have been coming out of the Manhattan DA's office say that they're going to that it's small. And even when you see some of the stories in the New York Times, the Washington Post, saying it's really quite extraordinary that they're going to go to this level because they're trying to save face with their liberal constituency. This is nothing more than the Mueller Report, Impeachment Hoax 1, Impeachment Hoax 2. You know what? I mean, heck, we go get President Trump elected again, they'll come back with more impeachments.
Oh, God, can you imagine?
And again, this is all about 2024, right? I mean, that's what this is all building to. They want to try to undercut him. What they don't realize is all they do is make President Trump's base stronger when they do this.
Yeah, and they look like absolute fools. I mean, we'll see what the real details are, but if the stuff you're indicating is true, it's going to be really embarrassing for them. Weisselberg's former daughter-in-law, Jennifer, appeared on MSNBC today. The anchor there, Hallie Jackson, tried to push her on whether or not Allen Weisselberg is protecting Donald Trump.
Do you believe that Allen Weisselberg is not cooperating because he's trying to protect his family, his sons, as well as former President Donald Trump?
Not exactly. I think that they're already in trouble. I think that he's not cooperating. I think when somebody doesn't cooperate, it's because the other person might just have a lot of leverage on you. And that is a reason why you are afraid to flip.
So they find a big-time liberal that's somehow related to Allen Weisselberg, and then she goes off and does it. She's not right, is she?
No, and she's a complete nut job. I mean, look, she was married to Allen Weisselberg's son, and then, of course, they got divorced. And guess what happens? Have you ever seen a nice, pleasant divorce? Okay, that's probably the exception rather than the rule. Right. So she's bitter about their divorce. And who else do they have in their murderer's row of character witnesses? Michael Cohen.
Oh,
Michael Cohen, who lied, got sent to jail. Remember the taxi cab medallions? That his business ventures, complete disaster. So they have Jennifer Weisselberg and Michael Cohen are the two character witnesses here. I mean, come on.
Good luck. That's so funny. Want to talk about the border here for a second. The president goes down there today. It was a big day, and again, this is just antagonizing the current president and the administration's policies. And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked the guest before, because I'm amazed to see when you look at these polls that we showed last night from Harvard-Harris indicate that there is a huge swing on immigration, that people are starting to realize Trump had it right, these guys are doing it dead wrong, and yet I don't see any indication that they're going to make a change.
No, because it's part of their core constituency.
Right.
They made that promise. Remember, right after Joe Biden got elected, then they went and had folks coming to the border wearing "Joe Biden let us in" T-shirts.
Yeah, right.
And that was because when Joe Biden stood on that debate stage and said that he's going to provide citizenship for 11 million undocumented folks, that was the clarion call. Not just to Central America. Folks are coming up from Venezuela. Think about that journey from Venezuela all the way through Colombia, all the way to the Darien Gap, all the way up through Central America and Mexico. Folks are coming that far because they know if they get here, Joe Biden is going to let them in. And so President Trump made a pretty big comment today when he said that, you know what, all Joe Biden had to do was go to the beach and just leave it alone. If he went to the beach and did absolutely nothing, then we would be fine at the border. But Joe Biden caused this crisis at the border.
And you know what? They're going to do this. They're going to double down on it like they are with the asylum. They're making it easier to game the asylum system now, is the new one that they're doing, and they're going to get spanked. They're going to lose the middle, and they're going to get spanked in the midterms. It's just so easy to predict, and it's so easy to fix if they would just be common sense. It's
and
amazing.
the only reason why Kamala Harris even went to the border last week was because President Trump announced his trip.
Right.
And so Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have no intention of drawing any focus to the border. Kamala Harris actually didn't even go to the border.
Yeah, she didn't even go to the border.
No.
Yeah, it's all politics to them. It's all petty, and it's exactly what you would expect. Jason Miller, good to have you on as always. Good to see you again.
Thanks, Rob.
All right.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.